take a picture with. No, wait. We want Tennessee. This is Tennessee Valley Historical Society's team.
So
Make sure he's not shy.
you were just telling us about your the ribbon y'all won this year.
Well, let me just give you a quick overview here of what we're doing and our goals. Of course, our theme here is many cultures, one nation, one history.
Let me get out of the way.
Worthwhile preserving. So look at the Tennessee Valley Historical Society, and our main goal is to make sure that the history is preserved. But what's most important, it has to be placed into context. And that context is that as we, or as the world evolves, and today they call it globalism, over time it's going to be replaced by another euphemism. And as we export our traditions, culture, history, and economies overseas, okay, it's going to come at a loss of sense of identity of who we are as individuals, as families, and as communities and nations. So therefore, it's critically important, okay, that we preserve that history. Now, some 400 years ago, Native Americans and African Americans were on the auction block. But if we look at things today, and the irony is that we're all slaves, and it's called the stock market. So that means you put your head on the pillow tonight, and you wake up tomorrow morning, you will find out that you've been bought, bartered, sold, and traded, owned by somebody who doesn't know your name, doesn't care, and is going to come at the cost of losing your sense of identity as an individual, family, community, and as a nation. So therefore, if we're not careful, we'll find ourselves succumbing to tradition, culture, historical Alzheimer's, of which our grandchildren, great-grandchildren will similarly scratch their head and say, who are we? And that's the pathway to extinction. So one of the things that the Tennessee Valley Historical Society is focusing on is making sure that in our presentations that everybody's contributions are highlighted. European American, Native American, and African American, because they represent the cultural thread that comprises the cultural quilt that makes up Northwest Alabama. And so therefore, the theme of the booth, as you can see, you got some little Western print here, you got a little Native American print here, and you have an African American print there, and most of all, the final print, okay, the Stars and Stripes, Old Glory, signifies that many cultures are in one nation.